Hey guys, welcome back. Here we've got a Model K that we've got to get done. This one, when the customer bought this one, it arrived with a busted stand on it. So I happen to have a stand from a M4J parts machine here that is getting going to the cause. I noticed the turntable on this is also worn right there. You can see this move, the pin in the center move. I want to move this, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do anything about that or not, but we'll try to get that crimped down on there, maybe press that down to mushroom that out a little bit more and see what we can do about that. And then we've got, of course, got the machine here itself, which doesn't look overall in too bad a shape. I mean, you can see there's a lot of dirt, corrosion stuff on here. The handle's got a lot of paint wear, and it's got an extremely short cord on it. So I want to go through, I'm going to plug this in. I haven't plugged this in yet, so I have no idea what the deal is, and I don't like, cords like this, but what are you going to do? I'm going to make sure this thing runs, and it may get out of view here for a little bit. Try and pick it up so you can see. Alright. Okay, I think it wants to run. When you get on the second speed, it just basically hums. Third speed, it will turn with a lot of drag. So we'll have to, of course, test the resistor in here to see if it will work on all three speeds. As of right now, it's working on 2, but it's fighting a lot of drag, and I think it will work on 1. It's just on first speed. These don't have full power to all speeds. It's basically, it limits the voltage to the motor with the resistor on the first 2 speeds, and that's what controls the speed on it. So it's got hardly any power at first speed, so if there's any drag in here at all, it's not going to turn the motor, and I'm thinking that's what the issue is with this. And as far as color on here, I'm not sure what this is getting as far as color either. I managed to get one brush out, the other one's stuck. You can see the brush is almost gone, so this will be getting new brushes as well. And I don't have a stand I can, well, I do, yeah, I have a stand I can mount this on temporarily. It's not a perfect fit, but we can get it up in the air to work on it here. So I think what I want to do first is get this handle off, or crud out of the end of the screw. Alright, I'm not going to take that out all the way yet since there's extra parts in there. And I'll just go through and get this back screw out. Alright, set that aside. I'll finish pulling off this front screw with the washer that goes behind it there. Actually, I want to separate all this because all these parts got to be cleaned. And then the handle, of course, is going to have to come apart and polish up the metal pieces on it. And the handle will get sanded down and painted. If you've never seen a bolt that's inside these handles, that's all it is just a really long screw. And the other side is just this with a nut. The nut that's up inside of there. Alright, so now we've got that apart. Let's take a look inside her. Well, let me get this out of here first. So yeah, see these were put on backwards too. Usually they stack like this, but for some reason this is on like this, so we'll put that back together correctly. And take a look at our gearbox here. These screws ain't snapping off. Alright, bone dry. And is it bone dry, but you can see right here there's one set screw, so ideally there should be another set screw right here. Now I don't know if these beaters are in time or not, I have no idea, but you know, normally when the easiest way to set these in time is to just have both your set screws facing forward, you know, or you know, the same the same degrees away from center on the other side. And this one is nowhere to be seen, so it's around the back somewhere, so I don't know if this is in time or not. Anyways, we'll get the back taken apart here and see what's going on. Still trying to find a decent use for these things. Nothing has really been an effective use of them yet. I mean, not even that. So yeah, they're pretty useless. And socket's probably the easiest way to get this off anyways. See, everything back here is pretty dirty. This is almost stuck on there. That's all gooed up. I'll need some serious scrubbing there. Alright, take this off. Get this bottom screw. Alright, once that's off, I'm going to put it back on the stand. Alright, take a back cover off. A little brass piece that controls the speed. That looks pretty grungy. And I think being that this base over here is already stripped down, anything that's ready to be sandblasted, I'm just going to throw on the pile here, and you know, then that'll be good to go for cleaning and all that. This does got some crud built up on it here too, but we can't take this off yet until we get to our cord connection underneath. So once again, I'll take this off the stand. Make sure you guys can see here. And this is weird, this has a screw on the bottom instead of a hex nut. Usually these got like a little, or a hex bolt, but this one's got a screw, so somebody's replaced that. I may have an original hex bolt to replace that with the M4J parts. I'll have to dig through there and see. The M4J that I use for parts, I've taken a few parts off it already. Actually, oh wow, here we go. That's grungy. Some wire nuts. I had actually bought it to restore, but when I got it, the armature was so worn on it that you know, it was too far gone to even be turned down. So I ended up using it as a parts machine. Okay, well that wire nut just kind of broke right off of there. It wasn't even really threaded on. Let's see what the rest of these do. And it looks like that one fell right off too. So these aren't even really attached. This one's got tape on it. And that one was sort of attached. I do see like some crappy wiring in here, some solder. Let's just go ahead and just cut the solder right off of here. And if you notice, I did go get my cutters here. Usually, you know, it seems like laziness rules when I need a tool. You know, I'll use what I got instead of trying to go out to the garage and grab it, which usually ends up biting me in the ass too. Alright, this is just twisted together here on this cord. This is a huge, thick cord for this little machine. So I think we'll pull it out through the front. Or at least one wire at a time. Outside insulation. I'm going to hang up in there pretty good. Alright, so now that we've got all of our wiring disconnected, let's make sure there's no big blobs of anything on it. This got something down in there, some yellow all over it. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see if we can pull this out now. I see the mica insulator on the back is kind of broken in spots. Alright. Mica's just crumbling. That's what I was afraid of on this piece here. Whatever this yellow stuff is like, it's hard and it's stuck to the wire. I'll cut it off. This wiring just feels awful gooey on here too, so we're going to have to do some work on this wiring. You can see I just pulled all the insulation off of there just by pulling it through. So we'll check this resistor, but we know it needs, we're going to have to do something for an insulator on here, and we know that it needs new wires because the wiring is just completely deteriorated on it, so that needs 2 new wires. So right off the bat you can tell this is going to need quite a bit of work. Here's more mica back here, and it's just crumbling to pieces. It just doesn't even make no sense to try to save it at this point. I may have insulator with that M4J, I'm not sure yet. But anywho, let's go back to separating our motor now. Need a little more oomph on it. Oh, there we go. Alright, something else I'm noticing too. I don't know, maybe it's just my eyes. Yeah, it's probably just my eyes. This thing looks crooked, but that could be my eyes playing tricks on me. Yeah, it is. It's straight. Alright, that's good. Alright. Now, start separating these 2 halves here. And once again, we didn't even have to disconnect our brush holders because they slid right off. So let's get our armature out of here. Alright, there is some wear on the armature here. You can see right here is a ridge. Let me grab something. Alright, you can see there's a ridge right here and a ridge right there. So this will have to be turned down and of course polished up too. So let's set that aside. Take this back off the stand, and oh, there's a screw we gotta take out before we remove that. I don't know what all that yellow stuff down in there is. It's almost like caulk. Alright, let's get this out of here. You see the wiring is just disintegrating on this as well. So that will get tossed. This thing's going to need quite a bit of wiring work. So, alright, let's see if we can pop our field coil out of here easy enough. Nope. This is 2 in a row where we got a field coil that's stuck in there. So let me work on getting this out. I'll be right back. Alright, ta-da! We got the fuel coil out of here. The leads going to the brush holders look good. These are pretty screwed right here. I mean, I can twist them to pieces. And of course the cord that, or the thing that wraps everything together is broken, so we'll be replacing that. But if you look at, if I touch this cord, I can just peel the insulation right off of it with my fingers. So we're going to probably take this all the way back with new leads on there, just because these are that bad. So yeah, this one definitely needs some wiring work. Alright, let's finish our disassembly here. Oh, okay. Maybe not. I'll get the pin out. Alright, we just have to heat this up to get that out. Alright, let's see if that helped any. There we go. Yeah, that was stuck in there pretty good. But that actually looks in good shape. Wait, ooh, it's like, whew, dang, it's like being hot. Alright. Now, make sure you guys can see here again. I'll take this apart. Hopefully it'll come apart. Yeah, these are really stuck on there too. I think it's just a lot of it is the amount of crud that's stuck on these the ends of these shafts here, and the part that's exposed. You can see I'm peeling it off here. And this one was definitely ready for an overhaul. I have no doubt. Alright, now it came out with the wick inside, so we can get that wick out later to clean it. Alright, so now the fun part. Let's see how these set screws come out. Oh, not looking good. Alright, not looking good at all. Alright, let's see. Back this out of the way so I have some room here. Let's see if I can get these out the way I did last time. Yep, I don't think it worked on that one. Reset these pieces of crap. Let's try this one. Make these a little tighter. Doesn't seem to be working. What is it? No. I think all that's happening is it's just bending the cheap ones. Of course, this one does look like it moved a little bit. Not much, but maybe. I'll give it another shot here. Alright, so we finally got these gears and shafts out. This gear right here, we were able to loosen up the set screw, but we did have to heat it up some to pull the shaft out because you see the shaft's got a lot of gunk built up on it, including this ridge of stuff right there. That wouldn't let it come out, so we had to heat that up. Unfortunately, this gear we had to destroy the gear so we get the big vice grips down onto this nut and get it loose. Even then, it was still a fight to get that to loosen up. I mean, I've never seen anything in there so tight. But we did manage to get that out, and the shaft, and you can see the shaft is just gunky, as is the inside of here. It's pretty bad. So we got a lot of degreasing, cleaning out to do on there. It all's gone. Now we go through and get our brush holders out of here. Hopefully they'll come out without too much effort. Back out our set screws. Let's hope for the best. There we go. See, fortunately I got plenty of gears, and I've even got brush holders if they need to be replaced on these, but it's nice when you don't have to destroy something to get it out. Sometimes these brush holders really get they really get stuck in there. You wonder how they ever get in there to begin with. Okay, they're pretty nasty. They need to be cleaned up. And you can see here's the other part right here, a bunch of grease that's running out of there. So now I've got a bushing I've got to drive out of here now. Bushing. Get that cleaned up before it goes back in. Alright, this is ready for the degreaser also. Get that all cleaned up and get that sandblasted, taped up and powder coated. And same with this here. That's it for this one for now. We've got all our parts there. We got a lot of parts to clean. We got the handle that's got to get sanded down and painted, and all these got to get degreased, sandblasted, and then powder coated. Except for this, we'll run it through the blaster one more time just to make sure it's clean, and we'll get everything put back together. I do got to find a trigger assembly for it. I have one here. I'm not sure if it's the one that went on here or not. I got to check, but if not, I know I've got trigger assemblies that'll work for that. The lever for taking it off of there. But anyways, we'll come back after we get everything all put back together and see if this thing runs. Okay, we're back with the finished product for the Model K that we did. This one was quite a chore to work with. There was a lot of issues with this one as far as wiring and the gears. One of the gears had to be destroyed just to get the set screw out. So we replaced both the gears. We actually put a set of nylon gears in here which fit. You know, this one had a lot of wear on the armature that had to be turned down, and just a lot of wear in general. The owner was contemplating just sacrificing it as a parts machine, but we persisted and we were able to get it done and get it running. The only issue that remains with this one is we found out when we tested the resistor on it is that this is a 3-speed. It's got speeds 1, 2, and 3. There was no reading for speed 1. Speed 2 there was, and speed 3 of course it just makes a direct connection, so of course it's got high speed. So this does no longer have the low speed on it, speed 1, but it does have 2 and 3, and you know, the owner was okay with that. And this is the color scheme that he went with. He wanted a pastel pink with gray, which I think looks, you know, pretty darn cute on here. We got a new decal on there, gray cord, etc. So yeah, this is the finished product here. This is how it came out, and I think it looks pretty sweet. It needed a lot of polishing, a lot of work. There was quite a bit of rust on all the metal pieces here, especially these. These are tarnished and rusted really bad, so we had to do a lot of polishing on those. But anyways, let's go ahead, let's turn this on and let you guys get a listen to. That right there would normally be speed 1, low speed, which is very little power anyways, but as of right now it doesn't work. This resistor would have to be replaced, and they're extremely hard to find. So we'll go ahead to speed 2. So we've got speed 2, which you can tell runs well, and we'll go bump up to high. There we are on high speed. Go back to low. Speed 1, of course, doesn't work, and off. So, I mean, overall, the speeds that do work run well. you can hear a little bit of slop in the, you know, in the mechanisms. I mean, there's a lot of wear, like I said, throughout the machine. But anywhere where there's tolerances to keep everything tight, like where these shafts ride in here, it has some wear. The bushings most likely have some wear. But you know, for what it is, for the age it is, and for the condition this thing was in when it came in, I think that's a dramatic improvement, and it's functional. It can actually be used the way it is. Although I'm sure this is destined to become a shelf sitter, which is fine. It can be taken down and run periodically just to keep everything lubricated and moving. We've got all new synthetic grease inside here, so that'll never break down. We've got our new cord hooked up. We have new wires run from this resistor in, and we have new leads going to the field coil because all of those, the coatings on them were completely shot. So, this thing had, extensive amount of work done to it. But I think the outcome was worth it. I mean, it's nice to be able to save one of these, and to come up with a different, unique looking finish like this is, really icing on the cake. I mean, it's you see these a lot of times done in the original colors, but you don't ever see them in something custom. So it's always nice to do something custom like this, and I think it turned out really good. So if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, let us know that you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so you can see the things we've got coming up. You'll get notified if you click that bell. We got some cool stuff coming up. We got a couple we got to do maintenance on. We have parts that were sent in to just be powder coated. That hopefully we'll be getting that wrapped up here soon. He forgot to ship some of the parts, so we got those in a while ago, and I just haven't had a chance to get to it. It's a powder that I've been fighting with as well. It's a brand new powder that just came out, and that's been giving me fits. We've got a KitchenAid coffee grinder coming up, and we've also got a Hamilton Beach malt mixer motorhead that needs service on it. So we've got some interesting things coming up, so you want to be notified when we post those videos. So, but anyways, appreciate all the views, comments, and everything else, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.